one. Three, two, one. Three, two, one. Three, two, one.
Welcome to Be Hawk Live. I am one of your hosts, the co-founder of Fuel, where you can find us on Roku TV and Amazon Fire Stick. I am the loudmouth of the Midwest, the Fat McAfee of the XFL, the Stugotz of spring football. And as the lovely Hyena likes to say, the man who is always right, the one, the only Dirty. And joining me, as always, you guys know her.
The Hyena.
Sometimes you love her. Sometimes
and you're not
you hate
always,
her.
You're not always right, sir.
Always right. What is up,
And
Sandy? Are you going to say who you are, or just people going to try to guess who you are?
I said the Hyena.
What is the? How do you put that thumb up there? How did you put that up there?
I didn't do that.
Huh?
I didn't do that.
Who did that? I want to know who did that.
I
Welcome
don't
to
know.
Be Hawk Live on a Wednesday, as always. Hyena, it's been a minute since you've been on here.
Mm-hmm.
Since you've been on the thing where we started the Fuel Sports Network on Roku and TV, on Roku and Amazon Fire Stick. What do you think of that? Can you believe that we got our own network now?
I mean, I want to say no, but actually, yeah. Actually, I can't believe it. Oops.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Huh?
Because you and Arlington never let grass grow under your feet. It's always, you guys always find a way. Always. So instead of people saying you're always right, maybe they should be saying that you just are a hard worker.
Or that we're just ahead of the curve, you think?
Yeah.
We
Something
are?
like
You
that.
think we're ahead of the curve?
Yep.
I mean, maybe, right? But hey, training camp has started. The players have reported to Arlington. They are doing a town hall in Arlington as we speak right now. Listen, I got it on, Hyena. I have it on. Fill the top.
Yep.
The Fill the Top shirt. You know, and that's what we want to do this year. I understand, Hyena, that they have been selling crazy with the tickets in St. Louis. Not just in St. Louis, just all over. But Hyena, my goal is, here's what my goal is, and tell me if you like it, okay? Is that every time a touchdown is scored by A.J. McCarron this season,
Oh, here we go.
we're going to hear, A.J. McCarron, yeah! Tell me that wouldn't be great to hear.
Yeah, it would.
Would it though?
Yep, it would. Can I just show my
Wouldn't it?
shirt? Look at my shirt, everybody. This is
Oh,
Darius
look, the nerd
Shepard's
says,
shirt.
look, hold on, Hyena. We're going to talk about your shirt in a minute. But listen, after every Battlehawk touchdown, with everybody saying, A.J. McCarron, yeah. Hey, listen, Mr. Richards, it's better than Kroenke sucks. That's been 6 years. It's better than Call is law that they couldn't figure out. I guarantee you people will be saying that, Mr. Richards. Guarantee you people will be saying that after every single touchdown. Yeah. But Hyena, let's talk about your shirts. Who is that and how can we get one of those shirts?
This is Darius Shepard's shirt, everybody. And on the back it says Cause Law. And
wait, Hyena, what does it say on the back? What does it say on the back?
Let me turn around.
What does it say on the back, Hyena? Oh, call is the law. Okay, go on, Hyena.
Call is the law. Hopefully my hair wasn't all jacked up back there.
It wasn't. You're good. Go.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, this is Darius Shepard's shirt, and I think you can get him on his website, and I think some of the proceeds too go to his charity for pets too.
which is, if I'm not mistaken, is CARE St. Louis, right?
Correct.
Right? Is that what it is? The CARE St. Louis thing?
Mhm,
I think so,
mhm.
right? It's CARE St. Louis. All
Correct.
right, Hyena, we are in training camp. We
Mhm.
are literally that shirt, you're right. That shirt is a million times better than that cheer. You're absolutely right. It is, Mr. Richards. Hello,
Mhm.
Wyatt, my little buddy. How are you? CD, I think you just go to, what is it, Hyena? Is it ds11.com or something like that?
I tell you what, I'll post it on the page. So if anyone wants one, I'll definitely put a link up there in order to do it. But I know that the proceeds go towards the charity that he helps with a lot, which is STL
The CARE
Care,
St.
which
Louis,
yeah,
right?
Care St. Louis, yeah.
Yeah, I knew
Yep.
it was that when we talked to him. You know, it's funny that you mentioned Darius Shepard. We were trying to get Darius Shepard on before he went to training camp. We had it all lined out, and then apparently we got an email from the Battlehawks saying that Darius Shepard could not join us. But then Darius Shepard said, "I didn't say that, but I could definitely join you." I don't know, something. It was something. I'm verbatim. Oh, great. You know, he's supposed to be. You know what, Hyena? I'm not bringing him on. You want to know why?
No, bring Daddy.
No, hold on.
Daddy
You want to know why? Because he is supposed to be whining and dining Mama Bear tonight.
Well, maybe
He is supposed to
just
be
wants to say
whining
hi.
and dining the Mama Bear. Oh shit, I have to. He's got our great sponsor. The only way I will bring you on is if you hold that just like that all night long. The one and only Big Daddy Ed. How are
Big
you,
Daddy.
sir?
What's up, guys?
Hi, Daddy.
Aren't you supposed to be whining and dining? Put the beer back up. You can't, as long as
Oh,
that beer,
I whined and dined Mama Bear. In fact, I wonder if I whined and dined her a little bit too much because
okay, that's enough, old man. That's enough.
All right.
she's
Enough.
she's watching the Iowa girls basketball game, but I don't know how much of it she's gonna see.
Hey, Caitlin Clark.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Clark tearing it up.
So we might have to have an abbreviated version of B-Hawk Live if you know what I'm talking about.
For you, not for us. But we got a lot to talk about. Hey, no, Daddy Ed, put that back up because I do want to say something. Hey, if you're in St. Louis this weekend, if you're in St. Louis, it's supposed to be a nice weekend. In the mid 60s, 70s again. Go out to Wild Sun. Tell them, hey man, where's the B-Hawk Live beer? I want one. Go out to Wild Sun. Get your B-Hawk Live beer.
Let me just say this real quick. Do you know how cool it is to go to this winery and see other people sitting at their tables with none other than B-Hawk Live glasses and our own beer can? You're welcome.
It is pretty cool. Hey, and another big shout out, which if you tune in Monday night before Daddy Ed's show, The Bottom Line, you will see Daddy Ed's interview that he got to partake in today with Coach Skip Holtz. And Daddy Ed asked a really good question. Not going to ruin it for you guys. So tune in Monday at 8 o'clock right here on Roku TV, Fire Stick, all of our social medias, and you'll get to see Daddy Ed's interview with Skip Holtz.
And he was more than willing to talk, wasn't he? He had quite a bit to say.
Daddy Ed, you had the longest question that was responded to by Coach Holtz. But that's a Birmingham show. This is a B-Hawk Live show.
That's because he knows how long-winded my father is.
Right, exactly. And congratulations to the official St. Louis Battlehawk page. We have officially hit over 25,000 members. Thank you to everybody who is like that. Hyena, you got some other big news before we get into other stuff. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's going to be a new Twitter page happening here soon.
Yes, there is going to be a B-Hawk Live Twitter page. So I'll be getting it set up soon. So if you get that follow me request, just go ahead and hit follow back.
Is that what it is? Is that what we do?
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool.
Do you see that back there?
I do, Daddy Ed. We did just talk about that.
That kind of looks a little bit similar to what my daughter's wearing today.
It is, right. Daddy Ed.
Well, the only difference is mine's autographed. See that little autograph down there?
That's okay. Whatever. I'll get mine autographed eventually.
Although I'm sure Dirty wouldn't want Darius to autograph that shirt if you were wearing it. So
Thank you, Daddy Ed.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right, Daddy Ed. Keep it clean, Daddy Ed. Jesus, you filthy
I
animal.
am.
Yeah,
I
you're
am.
a filthy animal, Daddy Ed. But guys, training camp has started. And it's looking very promising for the Battlehawks. This is courtesy of the St. Louis Battlehawks official Facebook page. I was hoping for events. I know, right? You're right. We were hoping for a new XFL STL talk show. We are getting it. It will be up. We will. Daddy and Hyena, we have some backstory on Ricky Pro and Austin Pro. Who wants to go? Hyena, I think you know more about it than we do. So why don't you go with that story of why the two of them, from what we were told by Ricky Pro, of why they're not coming back.
As far as like their foundation. So him and his wife, so as all of you know, well, I announced this the other day on the show, but for the September event that will be at Wild Sun, yes, everybody, Wild Sun, which is where we had the Autism Speaks show. Something just, oh, that was loud.
Really, Daddy Ed? She's talking when you had to move?
That was so
Sorry.
Jesus. We're trying to be professional here.
It wouldn't be normal.
Come on.
So it's the Power Play Foundation. This is actually Ricky Prohl and his wife Kelly Prohl's foundation, and this is for children, honestly, with special needs too, that want to play sports and like the outdoors and things like that. We'll have more information to come. We'll have a QR code for all of you too, so you can click it so you can see their website and everything. I've already been in contact with them. They're ecstatic. They're happy that we are more than happy to help them and willing to help. And it's pretty cool. And also, if y'all haven't seen Blake Prohl on American Idol, y'all need to check it out. Because he did good.
So the reason why Ricky's not coming back is because there was a conflicting schedule with his Power Play Foundation, Prolific. And then Austin wanted to focus on, he said he was just tired of the wear and tear of his body, and he wanted to focus more on getting his family started, getting his career after football started. So that's why the two of them are not coming back. With that being said, let's go right into it, guys, with the roster. Daddy Ed, I know.
Well, can I say one thing too?
Yeah, go ahead.
As we talk about our fundraiser for September, let's also talk about another fundraiser that we want to do coming up. Opening weekend, opening tailgate, April 6th. We are going to have a book drive for underprivileged kids in St. Louis City. We have a school in mind. At that first tailgate, we would like, you can either bring new or books and slightly used books for age groups of 4 through 8, ages 4 through 8. We are going to be walking the tailgate prior to the game on April 6th, and we are going to be collecting as many books as we can. If you don't have books and you want to collect or you want to donate cash, any kind of, we probably will be setting up a GoFundMe page, but I would love to just knock the socks off of this, because I had a chance to tour the school, and I got to see they got a totally refurbished new library, new carpeting, new tables, new cubicles, the whole shooting match. But what they're really lacking is the books for this library. And I tell you what, I had a chance to spend time with the kids, pre-K on up to second grade, and they'll melt your heart, man. And so I would love to walk the tailgate, get as many books as remotely possible, because right now the cubicles are sitting pretty empty, and There's nothing better than having books in the hands of kids. That's for sure.
So
I will
here's how-
walk every tailgate. I'll walk every single one of them. It doesn't matter to answer his question. I'll go to
Hold
any
on,
of them.
hold
What?
on. So, like Joe says, right? JR says, that's awesome, Daddy. Had my 10-year-old just put up 40 books, so she didn't want them anymore in a few boxes, all in good condition in that age range. Well, perfect, Joe. We'll take them. Sandy said that she just gave her grandson $50 for his book fair. He was so happy. Steven, here's how it's gonna work. This is basically the Fill the Shelves book drive that we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be at the Vest lot over by the church lot. You will have our big setup there. If you want to set up something with this prior to that, if you want to donate, please reach out to the Hyena. We can make that happen where we can meet up with you and get those books if you're at a totally different tailgate lot than us, because these tailgate lots are far few in between, but we are willing to meet with you guys to pick up books if you're not going to be close to the Vest lot or the church parking lot right over there. So hit up the Hyena in Messenger.
And I have to say this. You just said fill the shelves, right? Just like your shirt says fill the dome.
Yep.
So it's kind of the same thing. Y'all got to buy your single game tickets, fill the dome, fill the stadiums, fill all of that. Let's fill these shelves for the book. Or for the kids.
I was walking the school. The principal gave me a tour of the school, and she showed me the new library.
We choose not to see you, Arlington.
And it breaks your heart to walk in this brand new library to just see so many empty shelves. But as I'm passing little 5, 6, 7-year-old kids in the hallway, they're looking up at me and they don't know me from a man on the moon. And they're all giving me the heart and they're waving and they're saying, "What are you doing in our school?" And it's just talking to these kids was just, I can't think of any. I had several different fundraisers in mind before I took this tour, but once I had a chance to meet the kids and walk the schools, I can't think of anything better, because you can have a Chromebook, you can have an iPad in your lap, you can be wearing headphones, but there's still, just like the principal said, there's nothing like books in the hands of the young kids.
Right. So, Daddy, tell me and let me get this out there. Due to certain things that will be at this tailgate, right?
Yep.
We're not allowed to say what school it is until after we make the presentation. Correct?
Yeah. All I can tell you is it's an inner city St. Louis school that's geared towards kids that are underprivileged. And since we are, since we have a sponsor that's alcohol based, as you can imagine, you can't have fundraisers where you have alcohol be a sponsor of kids in school. It just isn't that way. But that still doesn't prevent us from making donations to these schools. We just can't advertise it as being a Wild Sun event. So, yes, you guys know as well as I do.
Not mix.
Yeah, we will do whatever we have to do. I call it fill my truck event. I would love nothing more.
Daddy
I would
Ed,
love nothing more than to fill the
Hyena said. Daddy Ed, look, I got to fill the top.
Fill the
shelves. I like
fill the shelves. Fill the shelves. That's right.
So I like that.
So geared anywhere from 4 to 8, 4 to 10, anywhere in there. New or slightly used, they're willing to accept. And this library is cool, but it doesn't look cool now because there's a lot of empty cubicles. So
after April 6th, we will make it look cool.
Yeah, we need to fill it up, baby.
Mm-hmm. So now, a lot of people were talking about, Sandy says, got to keep the reading alive. You're actually correct. This is B-Hawk Live. You can find us on Roku TV and Amazon Fire Stick. Go download our app as Fuel Sports Network. We are sponsored by Wild Sun Winery and Brewing Company. Daddy Ed, where is that beer? Go out to Wild Sun this weekend. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. Go out there this weekend. Get your Wild Sun. Get your Wild Sun's B-Hawk Live beer chug for shelves. I love it. We'll do that at the tailgate, just not at the school. Go out there, get your beer, get your glass. That's where you can get your glass at Wild Sun. Go out there this weekend, buy you some B-Hog Live beer. The season's just around the corner, so go get it.
I'm pretty sure here in the next week or so, you're going to start seeing that B-Hawk beer on Facebook pretty regular. So get ready.
That's right. You can find us on all of
Can I just say this real quick?
Are we going to get through our plugs?
Yeah.
So we can get some roster?
Well, kind of. Anyway, I literally just got a text message from Miss Missouri thanking me for doing her hair today. So I just had to say that.
Well,
I was
maybe
stressed all day.
Listen, Hyena, maybe we'll have Miss Missouri go with us to present the books to that inner city school.
That would be even more cool. That would be
maybe
cool.
Just maybe, fans, if you guys send an email to the XFL, who does Daddy Ed's hair?
UFL.
I don't want to say who does Daddy Ed's hair.
I've lost a little bit of the redness that I got at Wild Sun on Sunday.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But maybe if you fans send emails to the UFL, maybe with the fans' help, we can get some Battlehawk players or maybe Coach Beck to go with us to make the presentation of these books to this inner city school. We need you guys to help us do that. But Wild Sun is in Hillsboro, Missouri, right off of Prospect Road. Is that right, Daddy Ed?
Yes, sir. Right off Highway A.
Highway A and Prospect Road.
Yep.
Now, people were talking about Ricky Prohl, the Dirty, did you ever shave your head? Yes, I did shave my head. I did shave my head, Wayne. Be quiet, Wayne. Shut up. I'm not doing that. I'm never doing that again. People are talking about the roster.
Sir.
Shut up, Hyena.
You're doing it again.
Dictate. The fans get to.
That's right. This is a show for the fans. If the fans request another head shaving, it's going to happen.
Wild
for
Sun.
The fans, by the fans, sir.
Often imitated, never duplicated.
We may even let the fans do it.
Shut up. We're not doing that. All right, let's get to it. I requested. No, everybody, let's get to it. Here is our roster. As our quarterbacks, we have the great A.J. McCarron. Yeah. Back with the team. I told you guys my man was coming back this entire time. I told you that AJ was coming back. I never had a doubt. I never had a fear that AJ was coming
Everything
back.
is fake news. Fake news.
Okay, this is what happens to Daddy Ed. He gets muted. The Joyce and the Hyena gets muted. I never doubted that AJ was coming back. I told you guys all along that the great AJ McCarron was coming back, and he is back.
That's
my
fake
man.
news.
With Brandon Silvers and Manny Watkins. Let's just go there right there first. This is an interesting quarterback group.
Wow.
Do you
think last season?
Well, I mean, with the addition of Brandon Silvers.
Okay, well, no. See, is this the early in the season Brandon Silvers, or is this towards the end of the season Brandon Silvers, or is
That's
this
true? That's a good point.
Loudmouth Brandon Silvers, or is this Arlington's boyfriend?
All right, so let's just say this.
Can't figure it out.
We can all say that the one and only A.J. McCarron, will be the starter for our Battlehawks. Am I right?
Yeah, we know that, sir.
One thing we know about Brandon Silvers is evidently he's not too good at golf.
No, and
he's not near as good as what he thinks he is.
All right, well, let's go to the wide receivers because everybody's saying it, and this might seriously be literally one of the scariest wide receiver crews that I have ever seen in this spring football on any team. Marcel Aitman, James Bostic, Bradley, Butler, Chaffin, Jackson, Carp, I mean, the list is Stephen Mitchell, Jay Peasy, DS11, and Jeff Thompson.
What was the one thing
Could we
Coach
literally
Beck
have
said?
these? Well, hold on,
What was
Danny.
the one thing Coach Beck said he wanted in this year's team over last year?
Oh, check this out. Bill Alexander, thank you so much, Bill Alexander. Bill Alexander from all the way down there in Memphis with the Showboat says that they would love to donate some books. Love it. Thank you so much. We do appreciate that. All right, Daddy Ed, go ahead.
One of the things that Coach Beck just talked about is he wanted to increase speed, team speed. We've got a roster of wide receivers that are nothing but speed. The thing that's disappointing, though, is that he can't keep them all. So I'm sure you're going to have teams that are going to be waiting to see who we drop so that they can pick them up. So,
yeah, I agree. Hyena, your take on this roster squad that we have?
It is one word: sick. That's it.
Or is it
That's all I
this?
got.
Deep.
Yep. Stacked.
I mean,
I could come up with a lot of names.
right. Could this literally be the deepest roster squad, wide receiving core in the UFL?
I know it is.
and if you shuffle in the fact that whatever wide receiver core we end up with, the way that he can shuffle them in and out of a game, you can literally have fresh bodies in there all run with speed, and they can just light it up from the time that it starts till the time it ends.
It's going to be nuts.
It's going to be nuts, but I don't know. It'd be nice. Everybody wants to talk about wide receivers, but when we get into the running backs.
Well, that's where I was going next, Daddy Ed.
No. I have a question.
Said...
I have a question, though.
Go ahead, Hyena.
Okay, I want to ask you, both you and Daddy Ed, right?
Okay.
I want to ask you guys, what's your opinion on how I'm not going to do how you say AJ and the wide receiver core are going to mesh? Do you think that they're going to start out the season strong and then not be, or do you think they're going to communicate really well and it'll go good?
Daddy Ed, do you want to go first or you want me to?
Yeah, what did we learn from last year? We learned that being conservative, especially the first half of the year, being conservative only turns around and bites you in the end. Because what happened against Orlando? We found out that the tiebreakers meant a lot. And so the last game or two, we're trying to play catch up on all the tiebreakers. I think if nothing else, we found out that our coaching style of being conservative, especially the first half of the game, has got to go by the wayside. And that from game one on, it's all about putting points on the board, baby. It's not sitting on leads. It's not calling off the dogs in the fourth quarter. It's called putting the foot on the gas from the time you start the game till it ends. Put as many points up there as you can, and it looks to me like they put a roster together that can do exactly that.
So, Daddy Ed, I'm going to kind of agree with you. I think AJ has a lot to prove this year. He was number 2 in the league in passing yards. And if I'm not mistaken, he was number 1 in touchdowns. Had the least amount of interceptions in this league. And now he has one of the most explosive weapons that we saw in all of the XFL last year with number 1 Jay Peasy. The man is 5'6" and can make a cut on a dime, cut across, come out of the slam. Can you imagine Jay Peasy in the slot? Then you got Jackson or Aitman lined up wide left, and then on the other side, one of those guys lined up on the right. Then you got Akeem Butler lined up at the end doing a little chop block. And can you imagine? This reminds me of a Yeah, right here. A quick scheme, quick screens. I mean, am I missing it or am I right? Could this be? Now, hey, listen, Jay Peasy could play that slot. Jay Peasy caught most of his passes, Daddy, right? Jay Peasy caught the majority of his big yard plays. All came from the slot play for Jay Peasy last year with the Sea Dragons. Am I right?
Well, what did they say? What did they say we had with the Rams? Greatest show on
turf.
This could be the UFL's version of the greatest show on turf because we can literally, and you can imagine the first touchdown that Jay Peasy scores. He goes to the end zone and he pulls the glove off.
Where's my endorsement?
You get a glove. You get a glove.
Well,
I mean,
and here's my only thing, right? Is that you can't tell me for 1 second that the other teams don't know how stacked the Battlehawks wide receiver core is. So my thing is will the running backs be able to do their job? Or because I can tell you right now, if DC's running game is like how it was last season and we have like no offense to Brian Hill, he was great, but I mean, I don't know.
Right. Well, Sabrina asked.
They're going to know we're going to be passing constantly.
Oh, so. Right. Sabrina says right here, who do you think from last year may be on the chopping block? Which players from last year will be on the chopping block, or do you think they're going to be safe? I mean, look, I'll break it down. I'll look at it, and I'll give you it. I'm saying Peasy's staying, right? Butler's definitely staying.
I think Aitman will go.
I don't know about that.
Jackson
Aitman was hot at the end of the season last year.
Hold on, let me do mine, and I'll let you guys do yours. I'm saying Peasy, Butler, Jackson, Bostic. I'm just gonna do 5. And Jesus, I love DS11, but I don't know if I could put him over Aitman.
Well, DS11's in the mix because know that he's going to be.
I'll go 6.
Going to be a force. He's going to be a force on special teams.
Right.
So it's almost like giving you an extra wide receiver.
You're right. Aitman was hurt, but when Aitman played, he was there, and he did it. I can see Shepard returning. All right, there was my 6. All right, Daddy Ed, you do your 6, and then Hyena. Here, Daddy Ed, I'll pull it up for you right here so you can see it. Right here. Can you see it?
Yeah, I think you got Butler, Jackson, Jay Peasy. I think you got Shepard. I think Bostic. We haven't really seen him, but I have a feeling he's going to be a diamond in the rough.
That's 5.
Man, that's 5. Number 6. I suppose you really got to give, Stephen Mitchell made some big plays. I don't know. That's where the battle begins. I think you got 5 there, and then there's a big battle for the 6th spot. But if you remember, Marcel Aitman was hurt.
Oh, here we go.
Amanda and I.
Daddy had breaking news. Mark Lee, who is working for the marketing side of Coach Beck, just chimed in, so thank you for chiming in. He says they will take 6 to 7 wide receivers with 1 being inactive each week. Oh, man, now I got to add 1. Oh, crap.
You remember Marcel Aitman, he was hurt. Amanda and I got a chance to see him in D.C.
Right, I'm going to go.
That was at the beginning of the season. He ended up getting injured, but if you remember those last couple weeks of the season, he and AJ were hooking up. He had 6, 7, 8 catches at the end of the season. He was a force. So you put him in there at full strength with the rest of them. And Aitman's tall. Aitman's like 6'5", 6'6".
Right. You got to add 1 more. You had 6, so you got to add 1 more because Mark just said 6 to 7. So you got to add 1 more.
Put that list back up there again.
All right. So, oh, man. Daddy, I'm going to go with you with Stephen Mitchell. I think Stephen Mitchell makes it. So that would be my 7.
He come through with some big plays when we needed him. It seemed like he was a big play wide receiver. Didn't have a whole lot of catches, but when we needed him, he was there.
Oh, I like that one. Jeff Thomas could be the second slot.
Yeah,
guy.
Jeff.
Good
Yeah,
Will.
Jeff Thomas is
Good one.
there. Yeah.
All right, Hyena, you need 7. You heard Mark. You need 7.
Listen, all the above. I just am going to tell you, Aitman. No, I love the dude. I met him. He's nice. He's extremely tall. He's great. He's just, in my opinion, this is my opinion. He's just not consistent.
I think you're going to be a little surprised. I think you're going to be surprised.
Let me finish. But Butler was also not consistent either. He was some games on point, and some games that ball hit the chest and made like a doink, and
the guy was a machine.
The guy was a machine.
The guy was a machine.
My cousin would kill me if he heard me talk like that.
All right, well, Hyena, you didn't give your 7.
I can't.
So let me
see
put
that
the list back up. So you got to give us your 7.
Well, read me the list. I can't read that. I'm old.
All right, so you have Aitman, Bostic, Bradley, Butler, Chafin, Jackson, Karp, Kevon Leonidas, Stephen Mitchell, Jay Peasy, Darius Shepard, and Jeff Thomas. So you got to do 7.
Well, Peasy, Butler, Jackson, Shepard. What are the other ones? Bostic, I think, yes.
Yeah.
What was the last one?
Here, I'll zoom in.
There's Jeff Thomas.
Can you see it now? Is that better?
So I get all up in it.
I think what
Jeff Thomas and
I think what
Bradley.
I think what it boils down to is we probably got our 5 or 6, and then it's going to be a bloodbath. I'd like to see the training camp competition. Wide receiver trying to make those final 2 spots.
Correct. I mean, listen, if you're the Battlehawks, you have a very good problem right now on who do you keep as your wide receivers. Can we all 3 agree to that?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we can all agree to that, right? Now, go ahead, Daddy. I'd finish.
No, I was.
You wanted running backs.
Yeah, I'm ready to go to running backs.
All right. Well, hey, before we do that, this is B-Hawk Live. I am one of your hosts, the co-founder of Fuel. Right next to me is the one and the only
Hyena.
And right below her and me is the man who was supposed to be, hey, Jackie, who was supposed to be whining and dining Mama Bear tonight.
Oh, I did that. I'm a multitasker.
Gross. And you can find us on Roku TV and Fire Stick. Just download look for Fuel Sports Network on Roku and Fire Stick. We are sponsored by Wild Sun Winery and Brewing Company, and we are broadcasting through the Fuel Studios, and we are powered by Gateway City Sports. You can find us there. Find us on all of our social media. So now we move on.
You don't produce stuff like that up there in the corner.
Oh, my God. You quit being a pervert.
All
right, let's go to it. The running backs. This, to me, ooh, baby. Let me just zoom it over right here.
I can't wait.
Right there. Number 3-0.
3-0, baby.
3-0.
You got Durant, and number 30. Yeah.
Wayne Gallman, when
Here.
Saquon Barkley got hurt when he blew his knee out, and Wayne Gallman had to step in for the Giants. He was a touchdown machine.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have no doubt. Now, would I rather have the bowling ball? Would I rather have the Christian McCaffrey of the UFL? Max? Oh, absolutely. I would love to have him. But I think Wayne Gallman is a player that everybody is overlooking that is going to be AJ's favorite friend in the backfield.
Ooh. I mean, as you see what Andrew says right there, that it is Durant's spot to the other guys play him out. Hyena, what do you think? Because I'm going right with Daddy Ed on this one.
Well, I like Durant at number 30, but I got to go with Durant because he helped me. What, Dad? What happened last year? I wonder.
He helped you back. He helped you backdoor into the championship because you got to go around playing me in the playoffs. That's why.
Answer the question, sir. Who won the then XFL fantasy football draft?
My
Who won?
Daja won the initial XFL Fantasy League. If there's anybody out there, by the way, if any of you listeners, fans, want to be a part of Big Daddy Ed's season number 2 XFL, well, I guess UFL Fantasy League, let me know because it won't be long and I'll be organizing the new league. And last year I only had 6 teams, but I'm thinking I might bump it up to 8. So let me know if you have any interest.
So here, let me give you something on Mr. Willie Gallman, right? His last year's stats with the New York Giants, 15 games, 147 attempts, 9.8 yards a carry, 680. No, I lied on that one. 682 attempts, 4.6 yards. I mean, oh,
take
Jesus.
Take that 4.6, and how many you got to have for a first down? 10?
Yeah, 6 touchdowns. I'm thinking Willie is the man. for that team. That's just mine. So I think we can all kind of agree.
Willie was an outstanding diamond in the rough signing once they lost Mad Max. That's for sure.
All right, so let's really get to it because I think this is what hurt us last year was the defense. Okay. But let me tell you guys something.
Before you go to defense, though, I just want to touch on one thing. Couldn't we have used an upgrade at tight end? Because if you look at our tight ends,
we got Sutherland.
Amanda and I were in D.C. Sutherland had a touchdown that weekend. But other than that, we really didn't throw to our tight ends. Of course,
okay, you can put Butler back at the tight end.
I guess, though, with the wide receiving core that we got, Sutherland can focus on blocking for Gallman, too. So
right. Now, our defense was a little sketchy. But let's look at this. The Battlehawks signed 2 of the best defensive players in the league. 1, number 7, Peter. In number 99, Austin, however you say his name, Faoliu. 2 of the best defensive players in the USF or the XFL last year are now on our St. Louis Battlehawks. Just in my opinion, if we keep the players that we had last year, right? Okay. And then with Nico Bolin, Hill, number 2-4, Prince Charles, with the additions that we have.
And we haven't even talked about Witherspoon yet.
We haven't.
Witherstone, I guess. Sorry about that.
Yeah, with those 2 additions here, I can't zoom anymore. That's as high as I can go.
John Daka too.
Yeah, with those 2 additions right there, just alone, with PETA in Austin. I mean, our problem was the run game. DC ran down our throat for 200 yards, breaking arm tackles. I was in Seattle and I watched Austin, number 99, completely control The offensive, the line in our running game in Seattle. Once that man got a hold of him, nobody got away from him. We just showed up our offensive line. And then Mandy Alonso. We just sewed up our entire D line. Right.
So here's the deal. Kevin Atkins was a starter for the Battlehawks in every game last year.
Mm-hmm.
He's also the first official inductee of my
You and
the Lou Hall of Fame. I'm a little worried about Kevin this time around because you're not hearing much about Kevin. And what was the one thing that Coach Beck said last year? He wanted to increase the girth on the defensive line, but he wanted to stop the running game of the opposing teams. Well, you're talking about Kevin Atkins, who he was part of the team last year. So does that make him part of the problem? Not necessarily. But if you want to improve on last year, and he was a part of it last year, players, does that make it an uphill battle for Kevin Atkins to return to the Battlehawks this year?
He also
you're not hearing nothing about him. You're hearing nothing about him whatsoever.
All right, Heine, you go first.
But I will say this in what my dad was saying about Atkins. I remember last season he also had a hurt ankle. So, I mean, I don't know about that either. That could be a contributor as well. I don't know.
But again, do you think with the additions that we signed, and I'll show them again.
Oh, Peter's going to be a beast, boy. Yeah.
I tell you what, if we wanted to increase our fan base, we should have the Seattle Sea Dragons should be jumping on our bandwagon like in groves because we took some of their best players, whether it's wide receivers, defensive linemen, and we basically put them on the Battlehawks. So if you want to call us the Battle Dragons, you go right ahead.
Go ahead.
But we added some serious skill set to our team from the Seattle Sea Dragons.
I mean, like right here, what Sabrina says with PETA and however you say his name, we are a different team. Kevin got pushed around a lot last year. Listen, I love Kevin Atkins. Kevin Atkins is a friend of the show. He's done it a couple times. But just with the addition of that man right there, number 99, right? And this guy right here, number 91, you put all of these other guys in a very, very hard spot to make the team. A very, very hard spot.
And so what I want to ask all the coaches, and what I wanted to ask Coach Holtz today, and I didn't get the opportunity to do that, is what kind of a leash do these players have in training camp? There's a lot of talent sitting out there on the sideline just waiting for their opportunity to get back into this league. And how many days of training camp do these players get before there's going to be some hard decisions made? And some of these players are going to get their walking papers.
I mean,
we're literally, 28 days away? I mean, they really don't have that much time. That's what's crazy to me. They really don't. They don't have that much time to make these decisions because the season's right here. So,
Sabrina, don't get me wrong. I'm a huge Kevin Atkins. He wouldn't be in my Hall of Fame if I didn't think the world of him. But that's just what this year has brought. This merger and condensing the teams down. The skill level of these teams is going to, the quality of football is going to be incredible this year. It's going to be unreal. Can't wait.
Like what JR says here, actually, I think the cuts happen Monday, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't that what Skip Holtz said? That they're going to be cuts on Monday? Daddy Ed, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I was just so happy that I was granted the last question that I was like, It was.
Danny, quit talking about that. You could tune in
Okay,
Monday
oh, yeah,
night
yep.
on the Bottom Line show to see the interview with Daddy Ed and Skip Holtz. I mean,
You
like
brought it
Andrew
up.
said,
I brought it up. You brought it up, so that's all
See
right.
how
Oh, okay, so
excited?
Coach
See how
Vic said
excited
310.
he gets? Dad gets so excited when he
He-
has.
he
I
does.
tell you what. Now that I've been a part of one of those, sign me up, buddy. I'll be
Right.
doing
That is
every
true.
one.
Houston may be getting a new helmet design. That is true. But like Andrew said right here, competition for the sport is a good thing. Sandy says right here that the players have to make themselves noticed. Somebody up here said what Daddy had, like you had talked about, that with this merger, we are going to see the top level competition of this spring league. And like I said it last night on the X Fan Show with me in Arlington, which you can find on our Roku TV app and Amazon Fire Stick. Go download Fuel Sports Network, then go out to Wild Star Winery and Brewery.
Channel, dude.
Channel. You can drink some great Wild Sun beer this weekend. You can follow us on all social media, and we are powered by Gateway City Sports. Go find us over there on their website.
But what are we seeing?
Well, here's what I'm going to tell you.
It's not just going 16 teams down to 8, but you're also this year, I think more than last year, you're seeing a lot of NFL talent that for whatever reason is no longer in the NFL.
That just
is
needs that extra film.
Using the UFL to spring the board them right back into the NFL. I think that's the biggest difference this year over last, is there seems to be a lot of NFL talent.
Right.
And seeing Coach Beck literally at camp today and yesterday, videos were posted of him, and he has this huge rapport with the players. I cannot explain the connection he gets with all of these players. He truly does see them as family, and they all are a team. I love it. He is the definition, people, of a class act coach. Thank
yes.
you.
Yes.
So you know what, Steven? I'm glad
that is a perfect idea.
Me and Daddy Ed will be there. We will be there on March 14th at the Pi Day event. So if you guys have books and you want to start donating them, bring them to me and Daddy Ed. We will be in fuel shirts. You will see us in our fuel shirts. We will have fuel signs to give out to you guys. So come find us, get a fuel sign, donate some books. We will be there to collect your books on March 14th, if that's what you guys want to do.
Absolutely.
Books March 14th, we will collect your books.
For those of you that don't necessarily tailgate, but you still want to be able to donate books, March 14th.
Eric says Daddy Ed is on point tonight. Eric here says Freeney is looking for his next Bash brother since Tina isn't back. Listen,
you know who his next Bash brother is. I'll put that roster back up. I'll tell you the next Bash brother.
No, I'm telling you, as much as I hate to say it, I don't see Kevin Freeney being a starter.
The dude that is going to open eyes is going to be nothing other than Jadrian Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
Jadrian Taylor led Texas in sacks.
Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad. I lied. My bad.
Jadrian Taylor led the state of Texas in college football in sacks.
No. Right there. That's Travis Freeney. You know, now that I look at this.
Travis Feeney.
Now that I look at this.
No, what I'm telling you about Jadrian Taylor is the truth. Don't be saying no, because you're getting the wrong idea.
I don't even see Jadrian Taylor.
Jadrian Taylor, number 50 on the defensive line. He's on the bottom, second from the bottom.
Oh, there he is. He'll be an edge. He'll be an edge guy.
He's going to be an edge rusher, but that guy led the state of Texas in sacks.
Well, Eric is talking about Feeney. My bad. I apologize. I got all excited. I look at this. And listen, I'm looking at this, and PETA, man, listen, if you guys did not watch PETA play last year, there's a reason why this man was named Defensive Player of the Year on a crappy team.
They had the best
team
Because they have the best linebacker coach now.
on a crappy team. Peta was named the defensive player of the year on the Vegas Vipers.
Guess who else is back? Lakeem Williams.
Lakeem
Everybody.
Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peta. Yes, Eric. I Travis Feeney. I agree, but I'm telling you guys right here, like Steven says, right here, if you guys have not seen Peta play, then you need to go back and watch Vegas Viper games. Am I right, Daddy Ed?
Yeah, but Derek King is right on point too. Taylor is perfect 3-4 outside linebacker.
Andrew wants me to attempt Peta's last name one time. All right, let's try it.
Oh no! See, you're.
Don't even let it.
Tumamo Pena. Tumamo Pena. There you go.
Okay. Thank you. To whoever we have to talk to these days to get players and coaches on the team, can we please have somebody let me know how to pronounce it for this idiot over here? Thank you.
Yes.
I'd appreciate it.
Peta did play on the edge. A lot. Yeah, Taylor is definitely designed for a 3-4 outside lineman, linebacker.
Team speed. That's what Coach Beck wanted for the Dome was team speed, and he's going to have it.
Look.
Wait, can you play that video of him? Will you please do that for me?
Which one?
Play that video of Coach Beck at training camp. Literally, I think it was posted yesterday of him on the field with the players.
All right. Oh, this one right here? You talking this? Okay, I found it.
I can't see it, bro.
Well, hold on. I gotta make sure. I gotta get it there.
When you request a video,
I love how he says
it's gonna put
right
us
here.
into overtime.
I know, right?
Well, I want everyone to see it. Sorry that this is B-Hawk Live. Bottom line, Daddy Ed. But
see, look, Dirty is the prime example of why Daddy Ed is hosting a book drive. You are right. The reason why we are hosting a book drive is because of me. So yes, you are absolutely right. All right. Here's Coach Beck on the field now with the players right now.
Yes.
We got Pongos. Look, keep the tongue straight. 5 low. 5 high. 5 low. 5 high. All right, man. We are back. 10 times better than we were last year. Let's go. Let's have a great one.
Yeah. We are 10 times better than we were last.
Now, I'll listen. I'm going to say this.
Goosebumps.
Yes, Brandon Silvers is the best backup in the league. I will say this. I will give Jay Noakes a lot of credit in San Antonio with his recording jobs for social media. Whoever does the social media in St. Louis needs to do a better job with the recording. That's all I'm saying on the audio. That's all I'm saying.
You know,
what?
Mike brings up a good point. You bring his third one up. If for whatever reason we end up with a major injury at any position, he does. He offers a outstanding trade value.
Yes, he does.
No doubt.
Yes, he does.
Yeah,
now,
but
look,
his behavior is like Travis Kelce's on the field. It's
right. Look, you guys know that we hate all of this stuff, right? In the rankings and all of this stuff, right? We hate all these preseason rankings, right? But I have to say, our Battlehawk roster looks very, very good. And Coach Beck and all of those guys are in a very, very hard spot of getting rid of players. Of what players are they going to choose to get rid of? To me, that's a very, very good spot. Is it not? Or am I missing something?
It is, but it isn't.
Unfortunately, though, I think you can say the same thing for all the teams. You're kind of in that position with all the teams. So, again, my official prediction for the season, you're going to have 1 or 2 teams that separate themselves because you always do. But there's going to be the rest of the teams that I think are going to ultimately end up between 6-4 and 4-6. I think there's going to be a log jam of 500.
Well, you have to admit the best thing that has come out of this merger, right, is look at all these players we have now from both sides. I mean, it's completely different from last season. That's the best part, in my opinion, of the merger is that alone.
Steven Smith, here's what I'm going to tell you. I've been telling you guys this for weeks now on all of our shows on the Fuel Network. Book it now. June 16th, the Battle Dome will be hosting the championship game. With the night before, we will be doing a fundraiser on June 15th to be determined. We are working out those details, but we do be doing a fan fundraiser, silent auction, all of that stuff. It'll be right down there in South City. But the Battle Dome will just Dirty's going to speculate.
I got a Vegas over-under for you.
Little Dirty's gonna speculate. Championship game, June 16th, the Battle Dome.
And I got a Vegas over-under for the 2024 season.
No, you do? What is it?
Over-under one. One's the magic number of how many rounds of golf that I will play with Chris Claiborne this season.
Okay, this is B-Hawk Live.
Over-under, one round of golf.
You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick. Go download our channel, the Fuel Sports Network channel
Who's this John guy anyway?
Roku
Nerd.
Roku TV and Amazon Fire Stick. You can also find us on all of our social media. You know, Dirty might know just a little bit of something. That's all I'm saying. I am one of your hosts, Dirty, co-founder of Fuel. Right next to me is the one and the only
Hyena.
And right below me is the guy who is not going to play any golf with Chris Claiborne this year. The one
I am going to shock the world. I'm going to shock the world.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next week. Go download our channel.
Fake news.
Yeah, fake news.